Hello students. So in this video I will tell you about the titration which we are going to do over here. So the aim of our experiment for today is to determine the normality and strength of NaOH solution by titrating it against N/20 oxalic acid solution. This means over here we have already prepared N/20 standard solution of the oxalic acid. So what is the theory behind the experiment over here? Now, this estimation involves titration of a weak acid against the strong base, and over here we are using the phenolphthalein as an indicator. So what is the reaction going over here? The oxalic acid having the 2 moles of water associated with it reacts with the 2 moles of NaOH to form sodium oxalate and water. So it is the example of an acid-base titration in which at the end the amount of the acid becomes chemically equivalent to the amount of the base present. And who indicates this? The endpoint, the phenolphthalein indicator, indicates that now the experiment is completed. So what are the materials required over here? Burette, pipette, conical flask, burette stand, then funnel you are taking it, oxalic acid solution, NaOH solution and the other things. Now, I will demonstrate in front of you the experiment. So first of all, you have to make it clear that this is known as the pipette. When we are using the pipette, each pipette have a mark over here, which is that this pipette is of 20 ml in this case. We have to pipette out oxalic acid in this pipette. And now how much oxalic acid? That is we have to fill it over here? No. The pipette has a mark, and this mark is called as meniscus, which indicates that we have to pipette out the solution up to the mark, and up to this mark over here. This means that it is the 20 ml. This is your conical flask. This we are taking over here is the stand having the burette. In this burette, we have to fill the NaOH solution, while in the conical flask, we will pipette out 20 ml of oxalic acid. But before doing our experiment, you have to wash all the apparatus with water very neatly. We have to make sure that we wash out all the apparatus neatly. Now, I'll start doing the experiment in front of you. Fill the burette with NaOH solution. So for this, take out the pipette, then put the funnel over here and take the NaOH solution and add it up to the 0th mark, which is the 50 ml solution. This means in this burette, I have taken it 50 ml of NaOH solution. If up to this 0th mark, if it is above the 0th mark, drain off the excess of NaOH solution and just up to the 0th mark, fill the burette with NaOH solution. Now put it over here. Now, in the conical flask, pipette out 20 ml of oxalic acid solution. We have taken oxalic acid, which is N/20. Now we will pipette out. For pipette out, just put the pipette in the solution. Then fill it up to the mark. Put a finger on the pipette so that if you remove the pipette, the solution will again go back into the bottle. Now, this burette is filled with the 20 ml of oxalic acid solution. Now, we will put it in the conical flask and remove our finger so that it is in the conical flask. Now, one thing you always keep in mind that in the pipette there are the last drops always remain over here. Do not splash out like this in the conical flask because the 20 ml is excluding this last drop. So never do it like this to take it down the extra drop. Now we have taken the oxalic acid in the conical flask, NaOH solution in the burette, and now we will add the phenolphthalein as an indicator, 2 or 3 drops. Over here I have dropped 1, 2, 3 drops I have put it down. Now I'll start titrating it against NaOH solution. When we put down the NaOH solution, the pink color appears, which disappears after some time. We will do the titration up till the pink color persists, which indicates that now the acid base titration is completed and we have reached to the end point. Slowly and slowly you mix it the NaOH solution. Very patiently you have to do the experiment. Now you see, this is the light pink color obtained after acid base titration, which is not disappearing. This means that now we have reached to the end point. Take the reading, mark the reading in the burette, that is over here. I am seeing it, it is 23 ml. So in the observation table, this is the volume of the oxalic acid. So in the observation table, this is the volume of the oxalic acid taken, and over here we have just titrated it and we have found that the reading of NaOH solution comes out to be 23 ml. Repeat the experiment 3 times up till you get that concurrent reading. Concurrent reading means the 2 readings which are same. It should be same simultaneously. The first reading and the second reading should be same. This is known as the concurrent reading. When you get the concurrent reading, then come to the calculation part. Here the calculation is done by using the formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2, where N1 is the normality of the oxalic acid, V1 is the volume of the oxalic acid, N2 is the normality of NaOH solution, V2 is the volume of NaOH solution. So simply we are putting the values over here. N1 for the oxalic acid is 1/20. Volume we have taken it 20 ml. It is equal to N2 into, now V2 is the volume of the NaOH taken. Over here it comes out to be 23. So you are taking it N2 into 23. So N2 comes out to be 1 divided by 23, that is equal to 0.0434, and this is the unit, that is the normality. Now for the calculation of the strength of the NaOH solution, take the normality calculated above over here, that is 0.0434 multiplied by the equivalent weight of NaOH, which is 40, and the answer comes out to be 1.7391 grams per liter. So in the last you write the result over here, that is the normality of the given NaOH solution is 0.0434 normal, and what is the strength you have calculated is 1.7391 is your strength. Always calculate normality and strength up to the 4th decimal place. Thank you.